Monumental currency revaluation. The unprecedented rise of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. In a groundbreaking financial shift, two of the most closely watched currencies, the Iraqi dinar, IQD, and the Vietnamese dong, VND, have experienced remarkable revaluations against the US dollar, USD. The IQD has surged to $7.90 per USD, while the VND has appreciated to $452 per USD, marking a historic milestone in global finance. These developments have captured the attention of investors, financial analysts, and policymakers worldwide, signaling major economic progress for both Iraq and Vietnam. Further amplifying the significance of these revaluations, the US Treasury and Bank of America have officially announced their acceptance of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong for exchange services, reinforcing their growing influence in international markets. Let's explore the key factors behind this monumental shift, its global impact, and the road ahead for these currencies. The Iraqi dinar's historic revaluation. Iraq's economic transformation has been years in the making, with reforms and international collaboration playing a crucial role in strengthening the Iraqi dinar. Several factors have contributed to this massive currency appreciation. 1. Surging oil revenues. As one of the world's largest oil producers, Iraq has greatly benefited from rising global oil prices. Increased oil exports have significantly boosted the country's foreign reserves, providing a strong financial foundation for the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. Second, anti-corruption reforms. The Iraqi government has intensified its efforts to combat corruption, ensuring better transparency and efficient management of public funds. These reforms have increased investor confidence, leading to greater foreign investments and a stronger national currency. 3. Strategic collaboration with the US Treasury. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, has worked closely with the US Treasury to stabilize the economy and implement sound fiscal policies. This partnership has laid the groundwork for Iraq's financial stability, contributing to the dinar's unprecedented rise. The Vietnamese dong's remarkable growth. Just like Iraq, Vietnam has seen a dramatic appreciation of its currency, fueled by strong economic growth and strategic policy measures. Key factors behind this rise include: 1. Dominance in global exports. Vietnam has emerged as a global manufacturing powerhouse with thriving export sectors in electronics, textiles, and technology. The high demand for Vietnamese products in the US and EU has played a vital role in strengthening the dong. Second, strategic currency management. The State Bank of Vietnam has implemented monetary policies aimed at maintaining a stable yet competitive currency. These reforms have ensured long-term economic stability and sustainable growth. 3. Foreign investment and economic stability. Vietnam's political stability and progressive economic policies have attracted massive foreign investments, further bolstering the country's financial position and enhancing the dong's global standing. Bank of America's milestone decision. One of the most significant developments following these revaluations is Bank of America's decision to accept the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong for foreign exchange services. This move carries major global implications. 1. Simplified currency exchange. Investors can now easily exchange IQD and VND at Bank of America branches, making transactions more accessible and convenient. 2. Strengthened global credibility. The recognition of these currencies by a major US financial institution enhances their legitimacy and trustworthiness in the global market. 3. A step toward full global integration. This move signals the growing inclusion of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong in international trade and finance, paving the way for broader acceptance worldwide. Why now? The factors driving revaluation. The timing of these revaluations is not a coincidence. It results from years of economic planning, reforms, and favorable global conditions. 1. A shifting global economic landscape. Emerging economies like Iraq and Vietnam are playing increasingly influential roles in global trade and finance, making the revaluation of their currencies a natural progression. 2. Strong U.S. support and strategic alliances. The U.S. government has played a key role in Iraq's economic recovery, while Vietnam's strong trade ties with the U.S. have reinforced its financial growth. Third, investor pressure for fair valuations. For years, global investors have pushed for a revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong, recognizing the economic potential of these nations. Their persistence has finally paid off. Impact on currency holders. For those who have invested in IQD and VND, this moment marks a significant turning point. 1. High returns on investment. Early investors are now seeing substantial gains due to the increased valuation of these currencies. 2. New investment opportunities. The revaluation opens doors for foreign investments in Iraq and Vietnam, particularly in real estate, technology, and manufacturing. 3. Increased economic stability. Stronger currencies contribute to more stable economies, benefiting both citizens and international investors. What's next? The future of IQD and VND. While this revaluation is historic, financial experts believe there is still room for further growth in both Iraq and Vietnam. 1. Iraq's economic diversification. For Iraq, the key to sustaining the dinar's value lies in diversifying the economy beyond oil. Investments in infrastructure, technology, and non-oil industries will be crucial. 2. Vietnam's continued economic expansion. Vietnam's growth will depend on continuous innovation in manufacturing and technology. The country's ability to adapt to changing global trade demands will determine its long-term currency strength. Challenges on the horizon. Despite the optimism, both nations must address critical challenges to sustain their currency gains. 1. Oil price volatility. Iraq. Since Iraq's economy heavily depends on oil, fluctuations in global oil prices could impact the dinar's stability. 2. Inflation management. Iraq and Vietnam. Both Iraq and Vietnam must carefully manage inflation to prevent economic instability. 3. Geopolitical uncertainty. Iraq. Political and regional tensions could pose challenges to Iraq's economic progress, potentially affecting the dinar's value. Global impact of IQD and VND revaluation. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong will have far-reaching consequences on global finance and investment strategies. New investment opportunities. Investors are exploring opportunities in Iraq and Vietnam, attracted by the potential for high returns. Strengthened regional economies. A stronger Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong could boost economic stability in neighboring countries, leading to broader regional growth. Reshaping global trade. As these currencies gain strength, their role in international trade and finance will expand, positioning Iraq and Vietnam as key players in the global economy. Final thoughts. The recent revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong marks a significant shift in global finance. Backed by strong economic reforms, international partnerships, and investor confidence, both currencies have achieved record-breaking valuations. While challenges remain, the potential for continued growth and broader global integration is undeniable. For investors and economic analysts, this is a pivotal moment, shaping the future of currency markets and global trade. The world will be watching Iraq and Vietnam's next moves closely,